Hello and welcome. My name is Erleen Tilton, and I'm so glad that you've joined me here today for this webinar, Game Changers for Dropping Weight Without Dieting. So I think that this is a super important topic that you would be interested as well as many other people. And I just really need to clarify right now, even though I personally have not had a huge weight issue over the years, I can tell you simply because I follow these principles is the reason. And this has been my journey for about 40 years now. And I guarantee you that if you apply the principles that I'm going to share with you today, you will find amazing results too, if you look at it as a long-term lifestyle journey for you. So grab a pen and paper, be ready to take some screenshots because there's a lot of great information and I don't want you to miss any of it. So first of all, I think we've understood over the years that dieting doesn't work. It just really doesn't. Correcting root causes and changing habits is what's going to work for you. And you don't really want to see this as just a short-term thing. If you want this to be a permanent change, this is what we need to do, is to correct the root causes and change some habits. So a couple of things to think about. Those who really succeed make lifestyle changes. They create positive habits. They look at it and go for the long haul, just like a marathon runner. You want to go for the long haul. You want to make sure that you're making changes that are going to help you see lifetime results. Another thing to think about is pounds don't just stack on in a few days. So they won't drop off in a few days or a few weeks either. It takes time. So be patient with the process. Let it be a journey. Don't be in a hurry. Work with your body through these principles that I'm going to share with you. So how do you drop pounds permanently without dieting? Here are 7 points that I'm going to share with you. All of them are major keys, all of them, and they actually all work together. So if you do them together, this is going to ensure your success. These are all simple to follow. Let's not make them difficult. They are going to be difficult if you don't want to make changes. But if you're really willing to see if these principles work and dive right in, I promise you it will be simple. Number 1 is eliminate all the chemicals. What most of our people just don't realize is there are chemicals in everything, almost everything you pick up and touch today. Not only are the chemicals in our cleaners, our body care, skin care, including our supplements, they're in almost every drink that you pick up. They're in all of our processed meats, the processed and packaged foods, almost anything in a jar or a bottle, and they're even inoculated our fruits and vegetables. It's really tough to understand that this is what they are doing to our foods. So you have to be proactive. And I encourage people to choose non-GMO foods as well as organic. Really be choosy. This is your body. So be careful what you put in and on it. Number 2 is to cut out the grains and sugars and up your proteins and fats. Now, again, this is a really difficult choice for a lot of people, and here's why. We are overcarbing our bodies. This is a root cause for weight gain. We are pushed into a ton of carbs for breakfast to give us energy, for snacks, for lunch, for snacks, for desserts and dinners. There are so many carbs that are available to us through our grain carbs and our sugar carbs. And really omitting these can be difficult if that's what most of your diet is. However, this is what's really stacking on the pounds. So this is why the paleo and the keto diets are becoming more and more popular today, because you're just basically omitting the carbs. That's the basic thing behind both of them. So I wanted to just explain both of these so that you can make a better choice. And I have a little bit of a recommendation. I'm actually a keto coach for a big company. And even though I do coach people through the keto program, I realize there's a lot of flaws. One of the biggest flaws I see is that quality is not an important factor. Yes, they are giving up grains, they're giving up sugars, and they're giving up fruit, but everything else is whatever you want. So tons of bacon, tons of cheese, tons of high-fat foods that may not have any quality to them at all. And long-term, this is not healthy. This is where I really encourage people to either make quality food choices in these areas or choose paleo. So paleo eliminates the grains and the sugars like keto, but they also omit the dairy. And I think that this is a better plan long-term. There is more emphasis on vegetables, fresh vegetables, especially fruits, and have your healthy fats and proteins and fruits within reason. So it just makes a more sensible plan long-term for your health. But quality is what is key here. And I want you to really think about this. Look for quality foods. Now, I'm going to share with you how you can go about cutting out the grains and the sugars much more simply, because there is a simple way, and I will share that with you shortly. Number 3 is to eat more fresh vegetables. Again, this is a paleo push, is to just focus on more vegetables. Yes, you can have fresh fruits as well on occasion, but I find again that there's so many carbs in one's diet, so many grain carbs and sugar carbs. And if they do choose anything fresh, it's more fruits, it's more carbs. And I see this especially for children. They're always going for the sweets and the carbs. We need more vegetables. We need to start our children on vegetables. If you omit some of these other things and really fill up on your vegetables first, just start including more and more fresh vegetables. These have the micronutrients we need, the fiber, the enzymes. They're very good for us and they're low calorie. So that's why they are a very good choice for you and can be very key in helping you just drop those pounds very simply and easily. Number 4 is to drink more water. Now, I talk to people all the time, and water is sometimes a big issue. They're drinking all of these other drinks. But did you know that statistics show that 45% of Americans' intake of sugar comes from drinks? To me, that is crazy. And it helps us understand not only how much sugar we get from our drinks, but how much money people are spending on drinks. I've walked people through wellness assessments, and I can see that so much of the money that they spend on a daily basis is just going towards drinks. They go to Starbucks, they're stopping for sodas, energy drinks, sport drinks, you name it. They're downing lots of drinks, and there's loads of sugar in those. So go for the water, but you want it tasty. That's where our essential oils come in and provide so many great benefits besides great flavor. Lemon, wild orange, grapefruit, there's several essential oils. And you can see I only use doTERRA's specifically because they have a supplement fact label meant for internal use. The reason most essential oils don't have that label that's meant for internal use is because they don't test their oils. So they have no idea what's in them, and neither do you. So never ingest other essential oils, but you can doTERRA's. So add a few drops in your water. And the reason why, not only for flavor, is because they're Alkalizing, they actually improve gut metabolism. They're cleansing, and they're actually helping you be able to drop the pounds easier, simply because they're helping you cleanse out what is not pure and to help it export. So add your essential oils into your water, and I will share a little bit more with how you can do that. Number 5 is to add essential oils to your foods to accelerate cleansing and internal support. Now, first of all, if you look at all these foods that I have pictured here, these are all ones that I have created and are on my YouTube channel, and you can see my YouTube channel there. So these foods are all paleo foods. There are no grains, no sugars, and no dairy, yet they are wonderfully tasty foods, and you don't miss any of those grain or sugar carbs when you're eating a diet like this. And I'm willing to share all of these recipes with you, and I encourage you to go there so that you can get these. Adding essential oils is a huge part of each one of my recipes because they do provide that cleansing and that internal support. We know foods are there to give you nutrients, to give you fuel, the fiber, the enzymes that your body needs in order to function properly. And the essential oils actually accelerate that kind of action. So adding them to your foods is just a double positive in so many ways. And I share that with you as you go through this YouTube channel of recipes, and I have more to share with you as well. Number 6 is detox daily and regularly. So here's my morning routine, and I really encourage people to do this every day. First thing in the morning, almost every day, I fill up a glass of water and I add a couple of drops of lemon essential oil. Then I take 2 Terrazyme, which is a very good quality enzyme capsule. And taking this on an empty stomach has a lot of great benefits. If you've ever looked at the center of an open sewer pipe, you can see there's a lot of crud that just kind of cakes to the lining of the pipe, and it just doesn't completely go all down. Well, this is what our intestines can look like as well. So starting with that water and that lemon essential oil and those enzymes is not only cleansing and alkalizing, but the enzymes can start breaking down the crud in your gut and help it start moving. This sets you up for a high energy day. It actually raises your metabolism, gives you more energy, and is definitely good and cleansing for your gut. Additionally, I really encourage people to do a 30-day activate, cleanse, and renew program with me. So we'll go through this one by one, and so you can see how this 30-day detox works. So again, first starting in the morning with these first 3 products, as I mentioned, on an empty stomach, and then you want to make sure and wait 45 minutes to an hour if you can, so that you can allow that to work in your gut before you eat. We also want to take 2 capsules of each of these 3 bottles. These are called the Lifelong Vitality, and they're really good foundational nutrients from whole foods. So one of them is your vitamins and minerals. The next one is your omega-3 oils, as well as essential oils that actually take these nutrients cellular. And then the alpha CRS is your antioxidant formula. So we need all of these. Do you know that most people simply cannot lose weight because they aren't taking enough vitamins and nutrients? Their body is struggling to function properly, and it can't do its job. Your body does not want extra pounds on it. It wants to run like a well-working piece of equipment does. And so you can help it out by giving it the tools it needs to function properly. And we need those vital nutrients, and it will run better. And you can more easily drop the weight if you will take these supplements. Most of the supplements out there on the market are basically a waste of your money because there's so many synthetics. Even in health food stores, I've found most of those vitamins and minerals are very synthetic. So don't just buy anything or you're just wasting your money. Then next is our Terrazyme. We talked about taking 2 first thing in the morning when we get up, but they're also a good thing to take with our meals to help break down our foods, especially with our high protein, high fat meals. If you're eating those every meal, then you need to take Terrazyme every meal. Sometimes it's helpful between meals, and sometimes it's helpful to take another one before you go to bed at night. So you could be taking several during the day, but it won't hurt. Most people struggle with lack of enzymes. So even if you're taking 6 to 8 during the day, that's okay. And usually when I start people on this program, I recommend 2 bottles, especially right at first when you're starting, so that it could really give you the benefits. Now, the next one on this chart is Xendocon Detoxification Complex. This is our 5-organ cleanse. It is really good for detoxing your filtration system, which is your liver, your colon, your kidneys, your lungs, and your skin. These are all really important to have a detox on a regular basis. We can't change our organs like we do change a filter on the car or air conditioning unit, but we can cleanse them. And this is why it's so important to detox and cleanse our filtration system. And this is a very good herbal complex that will really help do just that. Then we have the GX Assist. You can see that this is not taken for the 30 days. It's actually in the middle 10 days of that 30 days. So day 11 through 20, you're taking it morning and evening. The number one thing that people report after taking this is, I have no more sugar cravings. Why? Because it purges the candida from your gut. This is really a gut purger. Don't feel like you're stuck to the toilet for several days, but it really does fight that bacteria and any type of negative microorganisms in your gut and helps them export. So following that, you can see is the PB Assist. And what do you normally take after taking an antibiotic? A probiotic. Now, the GX Assist necessarily is not an antibiotic, but it works in much the same way with essential oils such as oregano and thyme and tea tree and others. It really helps to move out that negative bacteria. And after that, we want to replenish it with a lot of good, healthy, positive flora. And this is what our PB Assist does. So we can actually take this in every day of our life if you want, except for those times that you're taking an antibiotic or the GX Assist, because it actually negates that. And then last but not least is putting that lemon essential oil in your water throughout the day and drinking water constantly. Now you can substitute wild orange or grapefruit or tangerine or some of the other citrus oils. They all work. Lemon is just a little bit more powerful. So sometimes it's nice to have 2 or 3 flavors that you can work with. Number 7 is to exercise daily. Now, the reason this is so important and why I really recommend this as part of this is because we eat and we consume calories every day. We need to burn them as well. Now, sometimes it's hard to get a full exercise routine in every day, but think of something that you can do on a daily basis to just build and strengthen your muscles as well as burn calories. If you don't feel like doing that, then that's where I recommend make sure you start your day with that glass of water, the lemon, and the Terrazyme, because it will jumpstart your metabolism. And then you can find different ways to exercise. You choose, you decide how you're going to exercise, but try to find ways every day to exercise. So I'm inviting you to be one of my select Drop Pounds Permanently Without Dieting group. because I feel I want to be able to prove to the world that you can drop pounds without dieting by following these principles that I have shared with you. And if you want to be one of my group and to showcase this to the world that it really does work, I invite you to join me in being able to prove not only for yourself, but for others that this does work. So what do? Step one is to make the decision to be all in for 90 days. Just choose to say, healthy is my lifestyle, right? Studies show that people who make changes for 90 days are able to make it permanently. And this is huge. I think this is huge for a lot of people. And actually, this happened for me when years ago, over 40 years ago, when I was struggling with my health. And I took a lot of tests, and I was working with a naturopath who actually helped me in walking through many of these steps that I've shared with you today. The first month was difficult, I'll be honest with you. Second month came easier, but by month 3, I remember I felt so much better. My gut felt good. My energy was up. My emotions were positive. I was on top of the world. I had no idea that what I was eating, what I was doing was completely sabotaging my health and my life, my emotions. And I knew I needed to make some changes. After 90 days of completely being immersed into a different diet program and routine, much like I've shared with you today, I found such amazing success that I never wanted to turn back. This was powerful for me. So I encourage people to start when? Now. People will often say, well, I'm sorry, maybe I will start after our family reunion next month, or after the party that we're having in a couple of weeks, or after this or after that. No, this is a lifestyle. The best time to start is now. Step 2 is to take an online wellness assessment. This is totally free. But here, just by taking this simple assessment online, we get to the root causes. We find the triggers, and then we can come together and create a plan with your goals in mind. All you have to do is go to this link at the bottom. You can see this https://bit.ly/3 capital J capital N 0 JS numeral 9. I will give that to you a couple more times, but hopefully you can get a screenshot of this and you will go there immediately after this webinar. Step 3 is to choose the 30-day Activate, Cleanse, and Renew program ×3 and get the items that you need. So this is a really, really important part of this plan. And when I say ×3, that means we're doing it for 90 days. If you will commit to doing this program for 90 days and doing this 3 times and following the dietary recommendations that I'm going to give you, again, we talk through this, we go over this on the phone. Sometimes it is a little challenging at the beginning, I guarantee you. However, your body will soon adjust and adapt to this new lifestyle and just be so free to run with the wind. You'll be so happy the way you feel. Promise you, and those pounds will just drop off simply and naturally. If you're willing to commit to being all in for 90 days and getting the products that are recommended here, you will receive 3 incredible bonuses. And these will be free just for deciding to take action. So here's bonus 1. First of all, after you take that personal wellness assessment, we have a personal Zoom call. And we review your assessment. We create a plan. I actually get back with you. After we put this plan together, we talk about it, we work through it. I work with you to make sure that you are set up for success. And then we're going to have weekly group coaching calls for month 1. And this is great because we can get together and really go over this plan and help support you every week for that first month. Then on months 2 and 3, we'll just do a monthly call. However, this is what is going to set you up for the best success. These personal touches, as well as these group calls, to keep you on track. I'm totally committed if you are. And this is my guarantee to you. This is a lot of my time, and basically the value is $760 that I don't normally give for free, but I'm willing to do it if you're willing to be part of my group to test this. The number 2 bonus is actually I will gift you my ebook. This is a 14-day meal plan, and this is the number 1 people, they're not sure where to start. They don't know what a healthy diet looks like. They don't have the recipes. Here it is for 14 days. You don't have to follow the plan exactly, but I give you ideas for meals each day, plus a lot of bonus recipes. And I even give you a shopping list to go with it, which is super valuable. Now, this is a $97 value. And again, you have my YouTube channel to get other recipes and ideas for keeping you on track and giving you good, healthy recipes that are simple to make. I promise it won't keep you baking in the kitchen all day long. It won't. It will just really help you to create and enjoy creating with healthy foods. And here's the number 3 bonus that you will receive by taking action now, completing the wellness assessment, scheduling that connection call so we can go over it, and then committing to that 90-day program. I will gift you that free bottle of Terrazyme. So if you start in that month 1 plan, you actually have 2 bottles of Terrazyme to start with, because I'm going to gift you this free one. This is what's going to help you start your morning right, and it's going to break down that gut matter and help you to have a healthier digestion and metabolism. So here are the 3 huge bonuses just by committing to the 90-day Drop Pounds Permanently Without Dieting program. That personal and group coaching calls, the 14-day meal plan and shopping list, and the Terrazyme, which total $891. You get it all for free just for starting now. So all you have to do is go to this bit.ly link below. Again, take a screenshot so that you can make sure and have that link so you can go there now. Now, why else? Start now. Because you're worth it. You are worth the joy and happiness of achieving your perfect weight and staying there for the rest of your life. Don't put it off. Start now. There's no better time. I hope you are ready to start now. Again, here's the bit.ly link. If you need help and have questions, there's my email. There's my number that you can text me. You must put that number 1 in front of it in order for it to work. So take a screenshot of this, and I hope to really be connecting with you soon and helping you be one of my stars on dropping pounds permanently without dieting. I know you can do it. I hope to chat with you soon.